Well, here is my garden. It is so overgrown. It's been like this because of all the first the heat and then all the rain. And I don't know what to tell you. It definitely looks neglected. Well, it was. However, I'm getting food from it. This is my potatoes here in these bags. I have lots of potatoes, I think, and they're growing really good. They look healthy. Uh, I think I have three or four different types of, two different types of potatoes in 4 bags. So hopefully, when I harvest them sometime close to October, we will get, we'll see what we get. You don't really know before you dump them out and see. Yeah, let me try to get down the steps here with my walking stick without killing myself. There. Okay. Yes, this is a vegetable garden, believe it or not. Uh, you can see, well, this is my herb garden over here. It's also overgrown, but herbs can do better without water than other things. This path needs to be all cleaned out. I think when Mark comes tomorrow, maybe he can help me with this. I'm not going to make him weed the whole garden, but you know, I am getting cherry tomatoes for sure. I picked a lot of cherry tomatoes. They're delicious. There's some more coming on there that's nice and red. This cherry tomato bush, before it sort of got knocked down, was like 6 foot tall. The birds were landing on it like a tree. This is my regular tomatoes here. I think they're like best boy, or I don't know exactly. However, there's some nice big ones back there. But these, I didn't really photograph this well, but you'll be able to see in a minute. There are big bites taken out of these tomatoes. And I'm not sure what's doing it. I thought at first it was a raccoon. But I think if a raccoon climbed up here, it would knock this whole plant down. So I am now thinking it's probably those beloved chipmunks. They can get up here really easily and just keep eating on these tomatoes. There's another one. Yeah. So I hope the doesn't eat up all my tomatoes. I want some tomatoes. There's some other ones back down there. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how many tomatoes I actually get. Now, the cucumbers, they're all over the place. I have gotten a lot of cucumbers. So the cucumbers are producing. It's just hard to find them. The squash plant is intermingling with the cucumbers. The yellow blossoms are squash. They're beautiful blossoms on here. I'm going to have a lot of squash. These, I think, are the acorn squash. And I'll show you a better look at the actual squash outside the fence. Yes, the squash plants are crawling across my front lawn. These are extra tomato plants that I didn't plant. I think they may be Roma, because that's what I planted last year. But I can see a round tomato there that doesn't look like a Roma. Anyway, lots. Oh, here's a pepper plant. This is my banana peppers. I'm going to have banana peppers. They'll turn yellow. They're still green. I have a green bell pepper in here somewhere. And also, I have an eggplant, but I don't know where it is. It's sort of in the jungle here. More beautiful squash plant flowers. All squash has taken over here. I should have learned from last year when I planted pumpkins in my compost pile. There's a little green bell pepper, but I don't see any eggplant. It could be in there. It could be hidden down in there for sure. But I'll just have to wait and see till I can actually walk in here. The trouble with this is I cannot walk through here without tripping. There looks like something down there near the ground, but I didn't go down there and get to it. But the cucumbers are climbing up that fence that I put, which is good. I just should have done more of them. I have a big squash plant in the corner. You'll see from outside. So let's go through the gate and I'll show you what's crawling on my lawn. My fence, my whole picket fence here needs to be power washed. This is hard to open sometimes. There. My lawn needs water, believe it or not. Okay, this is all cucumbers, cucumber plants. And I have gotten some cucumbers out here along the fence, which are easier to pick out here. So, yeah, plenty of cucumbers. I've given away a lot of cucumbers. Now this is squash. This is acorn squash right here, this plant. And there is the biggest of my acorn squash. It's not ready to be picked because it'll get some yellow near the top. But it's going to be a really nice one. I hope nothing eats at it. There's another one right next to it, a smaller one. Yeah, so this is my jungle of a garden. Definitely, I didn't learn from last year, evidently, but the weather wasn't cooperating either. Now in this corner coming this way, this is butternut squash. The leaves are different a little bit, and you can see one right there. See, they're shaped different. These will get much bigger and they will turn yellow. It's a winter squash, just like acorn squash is. So I love planting. Oh, there's another one right there. I love planting winter squash because they last a long time after you pick them. So yeah, my butterfly bush is doing fine, and I finally got some zinnias blooming. I've seen lots of butterflies coming to the butterfly bush. Mostly the black ones, but I haven't seen any monarchs yet this year. This garden out here with the flowers, after my beautiful lupines were done, I came and weeded this. It was all weeded out, and now it's all grown wild again. So there's an actual grapevine growing in there. Yeah, so let's go back through the gate. I love that my squash plants are growing out into my lawn. I have to tell Bruce, my lawnmower guy, not to mow over them. I hope the chipmunk doesn't see those two tomatoes. Let's go see my zucchini. See, the path is also overgrown. That was all cleaned off nicely before. My zucchini is over here. There's 2 plants. But I've never had one that flattened out on the ground like that. Maybe something came and laid on it. I don't know. But I have gotten only 1 zucchini. 1. And I already ate it. 1 zucchini from 2 plants. You usually have the opposite problem with zucchini. So I am not sure what is going on here. I don't see any other ones at all. Very strange. Well, let's hope I'll get at least another 1 or 2. At least, hopefully, I will have potatoes. I'll have potatoes. I have tomatoes. I have definitely cucumbers. I'll have squash and some peppers, banana peppers. So it is producing. It just is a mess. This is a sweet potato here. There's another one in that jungle mess behind me. But it's hard to see for sure. Yeah. At least I'll have these little tomatoes I've been eating on. Even though I think it looks like a failure. If it's producing food, I guess it's not totally a failure, right? Right. The cart, I usually keep water in for the birds. They love to bathe in it. It also needs fixed, so that's another job for Mark tomorrow. So I think I'm going to go up and go back in the house and try to get this video up. So it's going to be bye for now from my little jungle. Have a blessed day, and everybody happy gardening. Bye.